So, the girls are looking through Alison's diary and quickly realise that the stories have been like changed and the names have been changed, but it's all surrounding the girls and they've got to like decode each story. Emily's like, okay, I will go first. Okay, so that happens. That night, Emily is woken by Alison. Is it a dream or is it real? Okay, so Alison's alive, or she's meant to be alive, so why not show her being alive? Why make it look like a dream, okay? If it's a dream, fair enough, but please state the fact if it's a dream or if it's real, because it is annoying. If we know she's alive now, so we don't need to keep dragging it on. Just, okay, we don't. Just state if she's alive, state if it's a dream, state if it's real. Okay? Got it, producers? Makes sense. So that happens. They have a nice romantic talk. She's like, aren't you happy I'm alive? Aren't you happy I'm back? And Emily's like, not really, no. Straight to the point. Then Spencer visits Toby and they have like flan talk while making love. What appears to be making love, but they talk about flans. And the storylines aren't getting any better. Literally, who cares if they move in together? But I'll come to that later on. But they make flans. Metaphorical flans. They make metaphorical flans in his apartment during that scene. Basically, that's all that happens. At school, Ezra spies on the girls. Ezra spies on the girls through a glass window. Obviously, he's not A, because A is a genius, crafty, and just amazing. Ezra is spying on the girls through a glass door. Need I say no more? Need I say no more? He is an A. If he's A, then God help the A team, because he is literally the worst spy in the whole entire world. Emily is decoding the journal, and the girls walk up and she's like, you're pink, you're purple, you're yellow, Alison's white and someone's green and all this. And then Emily's like, I'm turning into my mother. And literally, Abby is annoying me because she's a slut. Spencer's just whining, Hannah is whining, Emily's the only one that I actually like at the moment on this show, because she's so, like, she's turning so brave and she's so witty, and I just love Emily right now, and I've got a massive girl crush on Shay Mitchell. But anyway, they come across a poem written by Ali called The Busy Bee. The Busy Bee Inn, apparently. At the brew, Emily finds a note saying, I want to come home, meet me at our spot. She quickly leaves to go and find Alison, basically. Arya visits Ezra, who is listening to something, and it turns out he is listening to what appears to be Alison's voice saying she doesn't want to be Alison De Laurentiis anymore. Part of me thinks he is a secret agent, like an investigator trying to help Alison, but he's acted too shifty for that. But I think it's not what it seems. He's either a secret like inspector trying to help Alison, or he's trying to kill Alison, or I don't think he's part of the A team. I generally don't, because he's too stupid, and who wears a tie with dogs on if they're on the A team? Literally, he is too cute to be on the A team, so God only knows. Probably is on the A team and that doggy tie is just a disguise. Emily visits the Kissing Rock and Alison doesn't show up, but on the rock it says EF and AD. People are like, oh yeah, Emily Fields and Alison De Laurentiis. Ezra Fitz and Alison De Laurentiis. Do I have to speak it out anymore? Because it's so obvious it's not. Because part of me thinks it was Emily Fields and Ali, because the way she touched a rock and it was like reminiscing, but then part of me thinks it's too, I don't think Alison generally had feelings for Emily, so why the hell would she do that? I don't know, part of me wants Alison to have feelings for Emily, but part of me wants Emily to stay with Paige, because Paige is so nice compared to Alison. Alison is just a bitch. Rounded up, basically, she's a bitch. Hannah sees Travis at the brew, who tells her Cece was spotted at the train station in Maryland. Everyone forgot about this scene. Everyone was like, oh, the cabin scene. Oh yes, oh Ezra and this. Did anyone forget the fact that Cece was spotted in Maryland? Did anyone remember that scene? Obviously not, you morons. And people are like, oh, Travis is going to be Hannah's real love interest. Why are they getting so involved with each other? Can't she have a break from being in a relationship? Right, shoot me down or shoot me down, I'm shipping that till the day is dead. Because literally Travis is so sweet, which probably means he's a psychopathic killer, but literally I'm shipping that till the day I die because it's so cute and I just love it so much. And shoot me down, but I love it so much. Love it! Hannah and Travis! Oh yes! And I fancy Travis, but anyway. The cops think that somebody may have paid her to kill Weldon, paid Cece to kill Weldon, and she's going on a run. Apparently she was on the, Toby's mum was on the roof when she fell, but there was another patient there and Radley covered it up to protect the fragile patient's identity. Who could this fragile patient be? Alison? Mona? Spencer's dad? It could be anyone. Jason? It could be, all the cards are on the table, it could be anyone. But I'm still going with the theory that Toby's mom was going to go to McDonald's and she accidentally fell off the roof, and this other person wanted her to bring back like a McChicken sandwich, and she was just emotionally unstable. She never got this McChicken sandwich, and I just think that's how it went. I don't think anything right about that storyline anymore. I don't care about that storyline. That could actually happen and I still wouldn't care. I think it'd be great, but I don't think it would ever happen. But that storyline can die for all I care. That night the four girls leave Rosewood for Killingworth in the car. Spencer takes a picture of a story called Hot for Teacher. People say, yeah, Ezra, he's a teacher. Yeah, Ezra, he's a teacher. Money bet you down it's Byron. Money bet you down it's Byron. I bet you now. Or someone who, someone surprisingly wanted to become a teacher. Like Ren maybe wanted to become like a medicine teacher. Or maybe like, because you don't just get English teachers nowadays, do you? Ren could have wanted to teach medicine at school. God knows. Anything could happen. It's going to be too obvious if it's Ezra. This show is not obvious. It's going to make you go, oh my god, why didn't I think about that? Remember the fact that English is not just the lesson they teach at school. Okay? Fair enough they said bookish, but Ren looks bookish. He wears suits. It doesn't necessarily mean English, but anyway. At Hannah's house, Ezra tells Ashley that Hannah might fail the class, and then Ashley gets a phone call that Ezra's obviously set up, and Ezra goes upstairs and does the worst hunting ever. Yet again, he's not A, because if he was A, he would know where Hannah's bedroom was, and he walked straight past that motherfucker like he was hunting for cookie dough instead. He is not A, he is too cute, he wears doggy tie, he doesn't know where any rooms are, he spies through a glass window, he isn't A. I can guarantee you that now. Ari finds a story called The Cradle Robber in the diary. I'm not going to talk about that scene because literally who cares. The GPS continues to guide them, but it's been hacked by someone, so it takes them in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, again, Ezra's walking through Hannah's house and he goes on the computer, but we don't see what he does on the computer. Trying to find this diary. I don't understand, it's too obvious if Ezra's A. They're making it too obvious, they're proper throwing it at you. I generally don't think he's A. I think he's a private investigator. I just think if he was A, we've not seen him in a hoodie, we've not seen him do some serious A-team stuff. He's been weak, he's not on his game, he's too, not fragile, but too, he's not A, I can guarantee you that now. It's just too obvious if he's A. They're making it too sketchy. They walk to Ezra's cabin because Arya's like, the car's broken down, I know a place. It's my uncle's cabin, but it's actually Ezra's cabin. Spencer asks Hannah about the cradle robber. Hannah says she doesn't know about it. Spencer openly questions if Hannah did it or not, and Hannah says she didn't. Meanwhile, as it begins to rain, Ezra is seen driving wearing all black. Not his hoodie, not an A-Team hoodie, his cap and his jacket. Let's state that now. Let's state that now. He's not wearing a hoodie, he's wearing a jacket and a cap. Okay? Spencer says that she thinks Hannah is keeping something from them outside. A hooded figure is seen stalking around the cabin. A hooded figure. Not a jacket and a cap, a hooded figure. It looks like I'm doing head, shoulders, knees and toes right now, but I've got to state that that is not Ezra walking around that cabin. And if that is Ezra walking around that cabin, then God shoot me down, Jesus. Hannah comes out the room and tells the girls that the cradle robber is about her. She kissed Mike. Who cares? I think that storyline was unnecessarily put there. It was just like, you expected it to be, oh, how dare she? But it was just like, yeah, okay, moving on, moving on. Who cares? Not me. Aria tells Hannah that although she thinks it's weird, she wouldn't stop being friends with her. Yet again, who cares? Then she goes outside to get a signal from my homeboy Travis. Inside, Spencer and Aria are in the laundry room to get blankets. The door shuts behind them and Aria looks through the keyhole and sees a hooded figure. Can I just ask something? What the hell was that black thing Aria picked up in the cabin? Was it her underwear? I don't know. Was it her black hoodie? I don't know. But who knows? But yeah, it is in the cabin. The girls start panicking, trying to open a little grate in the laundry room. It is smashing things. The girls appear, Emily and Hannah. Aria and Spencer are like, oh my god, it was here. Did you see it? Did you see who it was? Who was he? Who was he? Who is this person? And then there's like a knock on the door. And Travis is there. Well, they've got like actual weapons to defend themselves. Not water bottles or useless weapons. Pink fairy lamps, they've got weapons. And did you see what one of them had? A rowing oar. Who took rowing for Oxford, as stated in the pilot, to get into medical school? Ren. Okay? Ren, that is Ren's cabin, and if you don't say it's Ren's cabin, I will come down there, I will hunt you down, because that's Ren's cabin. The picture, the oar, the rowing equipment, everything. Did anyone else notice on the wall there was a picture of like two silhouettes of two guys? Like twin faces? Did anyone realise that? No. At Hannah's house, Travis questions why they were all so freaked out. Travis is washing his hands in the sink. They zoom into his hands, and what has he got on his hand? A scar. A scar from Spencer? Or a scar because the actor actually generally has a scar on his hand. But I think they zoomed into his hands for a reason. Maybe that scar was from Spencer. I generally think, I want Travis to be nice for once, but I generally think he is shifty, and that scar probably proves it. Spencer arrives at Toby's loft with a suitcase. Yippity-doo-dah, they're moving in together. Who cares? Probably make metaphorical flan every night. My phone's ringing. I'm sorry, I'll pick it up in a minute. And then the end scene is ended up at the Busy Bee Hotel. And then the end scene is we see a desk with an apple on it. An apple I don't know. Teachers have apples on the desks, we all know that. Who else has apples on the desks? An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Bear that in mind, guys. So on Wednesday I will be back with a 416 roundup, but until then, send me your theories and I'll do other videos, and I'll just think about anything. I will literally do a theory on Tippy the bird if you want. Generally, God only knows. But anyway, bye.